All right, welcome back. I got a question to answer here real quick. People asking a lot about the Protoss. Sadly, there's no Protoss in today's group, but there are two tomorrow with both Stork and Parting. However, spawning here in the bottom right corner of the map, in this particular group, it's the first match of the day. For those who don't know the format, it's going to be Match A, Match B, Losers, Winners, Finals. So, nobody's life on the line just yet, but spawning the bottom right corner of the map, it is going to be the purple MVP Zerg player, Losira.
Neighbor left as the red Zerg. It's Spider Check. Wait, you Spider.
And people did not like my my singing that last game. The feedback in chat was too real.
I thought it was pretty good. It sounded exactly like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, that's the one I was going for too. Nice. I'm glad you realized. So, man, I actually, the Simpsons movie was so... I actually really liked it. It was like better than any episode of The Simpsons I've seen. But the worst part for me was, there's that part in the middle, where they run away to Alaska?
Yeah.
In the theaters, that part all got muted, so we just got like for 10 minutes, for whatever reason, there's no sound, and we got like our refund. But like, we had to guess what was going on in that scene, so I still today have no idea what happens in the interlude of like going to the hotel and arriving in Alaska.
I saw X-Men 3, which is kind of a terrible movie, but still you wanted to see the ending, and the ending where Wolverine has to kill like Jean, because she's Phoenix, like that actually like just stopped. It like cut out completely.
Oh wow, that sucks.
So like you didn't see it for the last 3 minutes, and then it goes like the credits, and everyone's just like, excuse me.
Oh, also, wee, spoiler alert. But, anyways, we got a hat trick coming here out of both players, so we're gonna have a bit of a different game. I mean, to really go into this, it's really such a delicate thing when you go for early pools that early. I mean, like a 10 pool, no problem. 15 pool, okay, standard. But if you go for like an 8 pool, a 9 pool, even if it's like a 13, 14, like it's so... we saw the difference that 3 or 2 drones made in the early game. Check only, really, I feel... It snowballed so quickly because A, you forgot a queen for a while. That's a big deal, losing that inject potential. But, I mean, the income that Losira had was slow but steady and increasing over time, whereas Check's just kind of sat there for a while, stagnated while he made 16 more lings. Got messy, and if Losira didn't defend that so well, maybe that goes in Check's favor. But I like that they both choose to play a bit more of a standard game this time, because early pools, again, they're quite risky.
Yeah. We just gotta wonder what would happen if you didn't make those lings. I mean, he didn't get the gas to get speed that quickly. Maybe he played the much more defensive game. What would have happened?
A little interesting on the way this timed out here. I'm not sure if this was on purpose or just timing. Losira did go to about 120 gas before he started his speed, but I think he was waiting to see if his opponent had started speed too, because the Overlord was definitely just barely in range of that spawning pool when he actually started his. Maybe it was a coincidence because it's so slow and late, but I think maybe had he not seen this pool jiggle in, he may have actually just gone straight to roaches or something.
I feel like that would be such a waste of an early-ish gas,
well, the other thing too is like he pulled off now. He was still doing 2 out of 3 for a while there instead of just 1 out of 3. So I don't know. It's
I don't know. They both are getting a Baneling nest, and they're still running up though, so I don't think we're gonna see aggression right now. But of course, you can always use it later.
Yeah, it's one of those things we gotta. For the next like 30 seconds, that clock and the production really has to be watched because that'll determine which way they want to turn the heat. Now it looks like Check's actually going to be turning the heat on to full. Lots of lings coming out here.
Yeah. Losira just keeps droning up. He could get a Spine Caller to really make a very great defensive position right here. So far he's... Oh my god, why would you do that?
Faster
That's
layer, looking for roaches maybe?
Really odd. I mean, yeah, it's got to be the case, right? Like, unless you, it's already past the time where, like, a very early spy would go down. Yes, it is roaches. Also, an EO chamber, so while he didn't open gasless, he's kind of playing like it. Like, he's depending on queens, a wall, to actually hold off any Ling Bane aggression.
Yeah, there's not a transfuse available just yet. This other queen needs to get in that wall into the mineral lines. Oh, a little bit too late. Sneaks right past it with all the banelings. Surprise, surprise, Losira.
Ooh.
A couple banelings getting some good connection. The drone should be able to clear up the rest of this, but that definitely already did some pretty good damage. 8 drones dead is nothing to win. There's going to be a couple more that die here in the main. The queens, of course, are at the natural instead of up here.
I mean, like, it seems like he really called it. He really did not want to go for speed. He actually canceled it to get him more gas. So I feel like so surprised considering the gas timing that he got, but maybe he was really trying to surprise his opponent, but instead got surprised.
Well, I mean, that's the cancel under the cancel, right? Like, he cancels gas to get the layer out faster, cancels the layer to get the speed out faster now. I mean, it is a bit of an awkward way to go about this, and it's not like Losira's some noob. He's done straight up the coolest ZVZ stuff we've ever seen, so he obviously had a plan for something. It just, yo, punch the Zergling! Okay.
Well, Spider Check takes a, I want to call him Spider Check, because I'm supposed to just check.
I want to call him Spider Check too, it just sounds cooler.
It sounds like a superhero, man. The big drone lead, 12 more on the way for Losira, so actually trying to really pump that after taking so many drone losses to those Banelings. But we have Spire, which is kind of interesting. A lot less people are really favoring the Spire, kind of just the typical ones you might see, you know, Scarlet, Jaedong, people who really like seem to really do well with mutas. But apparently Check gonna try and shake things up.
Interesting. Getting a little bit gung-ho. A bit gung-ho. How about trying to kill the Overlord, but does actually do it. A little bit worried, though, they would do the off of creep like that, because, of course, he knows Speedlings are in his opponent's pocket. But, yeah, with the range weapon upgrades, we can still make Hydras in the worst case scenario. Sport Crawlers will buy you a little bit of time, but those mutas will buy Check map control. No question about it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Overlords for Losira out on the map. He probably, I mean, no, he did not expect Lair at all, or Spire rather, and he hasn't really gotten into Check either, so yeah, that's a lot of Overlords to kill. It's a lot of Overlords.
Yeah, I mean the vision is normally, again, as you said, bit of a blessing because there aren't usually mutas in play, but there we go, first 9 coming out. There's not exactly a wall of spine crawlers at home, so the potential of Losira just driving attack down the middle and shoving it down Check's throat is definitely there, but the problem is, with these roaming lings, he can't send the roaches out if they're not all together, and he also can't do it if they're not against the wall, because if these get surrounded, they may actually die before the mutalists even come into play.
If the third gets surrounded, definite cancel. Looks like the roaches are just barely in position. But those mutas could come out. Actually, they are out. There's 8 of them, and then he went into roaches. Of course, that's the standard way to play. Gets that first Overseer, and these. I mean, there's 5 Overlords that are trying to slowly, or 6 Overlords trying to make their way slowly back home. And the third is canceled.
Yeah, there's a full surround of lings like that. There's just no way. Does keep the drone alive? Even transfuses it. Kind of a cool move.
Sport Crawler's going down as he realizes, you know, hey, those are mutas, but I feel like the damage is already done to 6 Overlords for mute opener. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, these mutas are just gonna keep roaming too. It's not like they're gonna stop anytime soon.
Really supply blocking Losira, trying desperately to get unsupply blocked. The upgrades are gonna be looking pretty good for Losira. I mean, 2-1 over just the 1, but any counterattack that's done out of desperation, Check would probably have enough roaches to deal with it.
Yeah, sitting at home though, I mean, okay, we'll see. So let's have to cancel that third again. Lings actually run past everything though, nothing blocking that wall. Roach is a little out of position.
Wow, it sees the Nidus Worm too. Hopefully he clicked on it and realized what it was.
It's so weird to see Nidus Worms come down, but I mean, when you think about it, it's the safest way to get across the map too. Because the mutas will pick off anything in between, walking from here to here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very, you don't really see this that often anymore, but it's just kind of like an old school way to defend against mutas, or I guess a defend by attacking.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like this wasn't supposed to be like a surprise attack, right? This was, I think, more of like a safety thing, but does let it complete. Nidus Worms now, by the way, for those who don't know, they're going to cost you like 100 minerals, 100 gas. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And sadly, you can't cancel it if it gets revealed. Nice catch here out of Check.
Yeah, well, it just has to be surprised so that this doesn't happen. Like, it's not going to be in the base or anything. That's very rare in his EVZ.
Why would he do it again? What?
I don't know. You know, like, what's the one place he's not going to check again? The place he just checked.
Yeah, I guess if maybe the... Oh, yeah. Alright, so you guys segment a couple changelings.
Oh, this is bad. I mean, because like, this is bad because you also would have said some queens in there too, so they mutas just don't take care of everything.
Well, this is kind of cool, actually. He says, you know what, if you're on the left side of the map, I can definitely put one on the right. And even though Losira... Oh, he's not in vision. Check actually...
Look at the supply, though. Like, it's not a case of Check having to build a bunch of spine crawlers to defend.
Yeah, I think the roaches might be able to hold here. I mean, he's down to roaches only by 5, right? Losira's got a pretty big upgrade lead, and here comes the queens and some more roaches in the front lines, but this amount of Losira needs to back up. He's already dwindling in the supply count in a pretty heavy way. And he's still got no third, so at this point, it's pretty much do or die for our purple Zerg player. And it's looking a lot closer to die.
Yeah, a lot closer.
GG.